R.I.P. Demond Wilson, remembering the iconic Lamont from Sanford and Son, Hollywood Insiders. Headline: Hollywood mourns the loss of a television icon. Today's Hollywood Insiders spotlight is on Grady Demond Wilson, beloved by millions as Lamont Sanford on the classic Ijos Heating S. NBC sitcom Sanford and Son. Body: known for his sharp-witted chemistry with Redd Foxx, Demond Wilson provided the grounded, emotional anchor for one of the most beloved shows of the 70s. In this episode, we look back at his journey from the Apollo theater to becoming a star of the golden age of sitcoms, his time in the Vietnam War, and his later life as an ordained minister and author. Join us as we celebrate the life, career, and lasting legacy of a true TV legend who brought laughter and heart to millions. Rest in peace, Demond Wilson. October 13th, 1946. January 30th, 2026. Demond Wilson's life journey from a child star in Harlem to a decorated war hero and eventually a spiritual leader is as compelling as his on-screen roles. One early life and child prodigy roots. The Apollo on Broadway, born in Valdosta, Georgia. Wilson moved to New York as a child and was a true performer from the start. He made his Broadway debut at the age of 4 and danced at the legendary Apollo Theater by age 12. A brush with death at age 13. His appendix ruptured, nearly killing him. During this crisis, he made a vow to God that he would serve in a ministerial capacity as an adult. Military service and valor. Vietnam War. Wilson served in the U.S. Army's 4th Infantry Division from 1966 to 1968. Decorated hero, he was wounded in combat and returned home as a decorated veteran, receiving both the Bronze Star for valor and the Purple Heart. He later spoke about his struggles with PTSD following his service. 3. Stardom and the Second Banana Conflict. The big break after returning from war. He appeared in high-profile shows like Mission Impossible and played a robber in All in the Family, which caught the attention of producers for Sanford and Son. Redd Foxx relationship. While they had legendary on-screen chemistry, Wilson revealed in his memoir, Second Banana, the bittersweet memoirs of the Sanford and Son years, that their off-screen relationship was complex. He took over as the de facto star in 1974 when Fox temporarily walked off the show over a salary dispute. The $40,000 walkaway at the height of his fame, earning a then massive $40,000 per week. Wilson walked away from his Bel Air mansion and Rolls Royce to fulfill his childhood promise to God, ministry, and later life. Ordained minister in 1984. He was ordained as an interdenominational minister in the Church of God in Christ, Restoration House. He founded the Restoration House of America in 1994. A non-profit dedicated to providing vocational and spiritual rehabilitation for former prison inmates. Author, he wrote several Christian books, including The New Age Millennium, as well as a series of children's books. 5. Final chapter. Passing. Demond Wilson died on January 30th, 2026, at age 79 from complications related to prostate cancer. Family. He is survived by his wife of over 50 years, Cicely Johnston, and their 6 children. Grady Demond Wilson, October 13th, 1946. January 30th, 2026, was an American actor and author. He played Lamont Sanford, the son of Fred Sanford, played by Redd Foxx, on the NBC sitcom Sanford and Son 1972 to 1977. He then portrayed Oscar, Madison on the new Odd Couple 1982, E10 Joe by Basher-san, and appeared in the film Me and the Kid 1993. E. Joe Barr, born Grady Demond Wilson, October 13, 1946, Valdosta, Georgia, U.S. Died January 30, 2026, age 79. Palm Springs, California, U.S. Occupations: actor, author. Years active: Ijo Leopa Arding Arsen. Spouse: Cicely Johnston M. 1974. Children: Lil. Military career: allegiance: United States. Branch: United States Army. Service years: Ijololo Ijoloba. Unit: 4th Infantry Division. Conflicts: Vietnam War. Awards: Purple Heart. Wilson was born in Valdosta, Georgia, on October 13, 1946, and grew up in New York City, where he studied tap dance and ballet. He made his Broadway debut at age 4 and danced at Harlem's Apollo Theater at age 12. Wilson was raised as a Catholic and served as an altar boy. He would spend summers with his grandmother, Ada Mitchell, who was Pentecostal. Wilson briefly considered becoming a Catholic priest at age 13. Wilson's appendix ruptured, almost killing him, but he vowed to serve God as an adult in some ministerial capacity citation needed. He served in the United States Army from 1966 to 1968 and was in the 4th Infantry Division in Vietnam, where he was wounded. Upon returning home in the late Izololi S., Wilson was featured in several Broadway and off-Broadway stage productions before moving to Hollywood, where he performed guest roles on several television series such as Mission Impossible and All in the Family, and acted in films such as The Organization 1971 and Dealing, or the Barclay to Boston 40 Brick Lost Bag, Blues, Ijo Chiar, Sanford and Son 1972 to 1977, and other acting projects. Edit, later in 1971. After appearing as on All in the Family with Cleveland Little, Wilson won the role of Lamont Sanford in the NBC sitcom Sanford and Son, Johnny. Brown was considered for that role, but because of his commitment to Laugh-In, Wilson got the role instead. Wilson played Lamont through the run of the series, and became the star when Redd Foxx walked off the show in 1970 for over a salary dispute with the producers, and his character was written out for the rest of the season. Foxx returned the following year, and the pair worked together until 1977 when the show was cancelled. In Ijo Badin Do Ijo Bayi, Foxx attempted to revive the show with the short-lived sitcom Sanford, but Wilson refused to reprise his role for the new series, citation needed. When asked in 2014 if he kept in touch with anybody from Sanford and Son, especially Foxx, who died on October 11, 1991, he responded, "No, I saw Redd Foxx once before he died, circa 1983, and I never saw him again. At the time I was playing tennis at the Malibu Racket Club, and I was approached by some producers about doing a Redd Foxx 50th anniversary special. I hadn't spoken to him since 1977, and I called the club where Redd was playing. My hurt was that he didn't come to me about throwing the towel in. I found out in the hallway at NBC from a newscaster. I forgave him and I loved Redd, but I never forgot that. The love was there." You can watch any episode and see that Wilson also appeared in the films Full Moon High 1981, Emmy and the Kid 1993, and Hammerlock, Lamont Sanford, BABY I'm Back, Etan Jobait Sishaba, and The New Odd Couple 198 to 1983. Edit. Wilson later starred as Raymond Ellis in the short-lived CBS comedy series Baby, I'm Back, and as Oscar Madison, opposite actor Ron Glass, who co-starred as Felix Unger in the ABC sitcom The New Odd Couple, a revamped black version of the 1970 to 75 series The Odd Couple on the same network, which starred Jack Klugman and Tony Randall, which was in turn based on the 1965 Neil Simon play Personal Life and Death. Edit. Wilson married model Cicely Johnston. On May 3, 1974, they had 6 children. In 1984, he was ordained as a minister in the Church of God in Christ and was an active Christian evangelist for much of his adult life. Wilson died of complications from cancer at his home in Palm Springs, California, on January 30, 2026, at the age of 79. His son Christopher confirmed to the New York Times that Wilson had been suffering from prostate cancer. Film. Edit. Year, title, role notes. 1970 Cotton comes to Harlem Rally attendant uncredited. 1971 The Organization Charlie Blossom. 1970 To Dealing, or the Barclay to Boston 40 Brick Lost Bag Blues Rupert. 1981 Full Moon High Cabbie Bus Driver. 1993 Me and the Kid Agent Champer. 2000 Hammerlock Morgan Rivers. Television. Edit. Ijotira Ijotisi Sanford and Son Lamont Sanford main role. Ipai Sensual episodes. Izo Tipa Baby. I'm Back. Raymond Ellis main role 13 episodes. 1979 The Love Boat Bart episode Letter to Baby Cakes. 1981 The Love Boat Jesse Isaac's Uncle episode Black Sheep. 1981 Today's FBI Leon episode Terror. 1982 to 1983 The New Odd Couple Oscar Madison main role 18 episodes. 1990 to the Phil Donahue Show Himself episode Famous Past Celebrities Artie Ning Wu. Girlfriends Kenneth. Miles recurring role for episodes.